praise, praise, higher, praise, higher, higher, shout for joy to higher, all you on earth, sing to the glory of higher, his name, proclaim his glorious praise, say to higher, how tremendous are your deeds, for you have great strength, and your enemies long frown upon you. Let all on earth worship and sing praise to you, sing praise. Come and see the works of higher, his tremendous deeds among men. He has changed the sea into dry land. Let us rejoice. We passed over on foot, therefore let us rejoice in him. He rules by his might forever. His eyes watch the nations. Rebels may not exalt before themselves. Blessed be higher, you people. Loudly sound his praise. Yeah. Praise higher, higher, people. Bongo drums today, man. Praise higher, higher, living creator. 2 minutes 15 for a song. I normally do roughly long. Well, I'll try and do maximum 2 minutes. But yo, went over a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. Let's blow the chauffeur, man. Can I say it was really good to see my old school friend Andy, twin from school, man. Today. It was really good to see you, my brother, man. Blessings to you and your family. We have some great memories from back in the day. Yeah, man. Andy knew that I was a drinker, man, before, man. Like drinking, binge drinking and that, man. He knew, man, because he grew up with me, he seen me, you understand? But he was a good person. Him and his brother, Andy and Steve, man. Blessings to you both, man, you understand? And to your family as well. You're very kind people. You've been really kind to me over the years. Yeah. So glad I saw you today, man. Blessings to you. Oh, I'm going to blow the chauffeur for the widow, the needy, the outcast, the stranger, the homeless, those suffering injustices. Can I say Andy's really good on the drums, man? The stick drums, yeah. He's really good live, man. Very musical, you know what I'm saying? But yo, yeah, let's blow the... That's why I got my drums out today. And also because of Alan as well, because Alan can play drums. My friend who I met recently, the other day, Alan and Heather. Alan can play the drums and guitar and that, man, and bass and that, like. He's very, very musical as well, man. Yeah, man. Right, it's going to blow the chauffeur for the widow, the needy, the outcast, the stranger, the homeless, those suffering injustices, praying for the end to come soon, man. We are prisoners of war. Let's go, people, man. Call out to live and create a higher, higher. Praise higher, higher. The living creator. H1961 strong concordance. So you got the Scottish flag there. So the book, History of a Nation as My People, by David Ross. You got the Tav, X in Hebrew is Tav, Exile by Most High. You got the ephod there. Love, Peace, Save Lives. And then you got the King David as a true Messiah, man. Not Mark or Snopes. Messiah JC, who is Lucifer, the morning star, man. Alright, let's jump right into it then, people. Before we do that, I always do that there. Let's start here first. Saracen. So if you go to the Papa Balls, which I read quite often, if you go to Wikipedia, type it in Google, you'll see a list of Papa Balls. That's what they use, the paperwork that our oppressor used to take us over. So if you look at Dumdai verses 1452, this is aimed at the Negro. So Saracen is another term for Negro, okay? And also, not a jot or tittle shall in no wise pass from the law. Okay, heaven and earth shall pass away, but the law will not pass away. And so basically, Mark wants us to know, yeah, the author of the New Testament, he's basically saying the law will not be done away with. What are you saying this, King David? The reason why I'm saying this is because the false Messiah, Lucifer, JC, the morning star, man, he wasn't anointed according to our law, our 613 commandments, okay? It wasn't mentioned in Chronicles. So look here. So Lucifer is JC. You've been tricked by the Masons, man. But not all Masons are bad, but this particular group who's pushing this, yeah, they are bad. Lucifer is JC, the morning star. Revelation, it also mentions the morning star in Revelation chapter 2, verses 28, and Isaiah chapter 14, verses 12. The morning star, Lucifer, the devil, who's leading the world astray, man. The serpent, man, in the sun. Serpent seeds upon the earth, man. Who got bit by the wicked jab? So I like to highlight and use my platform to just raise awareness to the facts that this was a culling. And I have strong beliefs that the only reason why they brought this jab out is because the 5G towers, they're emitting a harmful amount of radiation exposure for humans to be exposed to. And then that was then going to make people feel a bit poorly. Okay, so they brought out a fake jab, yeah, whipped up some stuff together. Don't forget, man, aborted fetal cells are used for a lot of the base of what part of the ingredients of these vaccinations. Not all, but a lot of them. Understand? And it's this wicked Luciferian ran society. So who got bit by the wicked jab? Like I said before, the serpent imagery, subliminal. I can't remember what's up. Subliminal messaging. The back of the Pope, where the Pope sits in the Vatican. Yeah, subliminal message. Picture of a snake. Okay, and then you've also got NASA. Never any straight answer. You got the serpent in their logo, and then you've also got the snake on a rod. Okay, the medical industry. Who got bit by the wicked jab? Who's going to be held accountable? Yeah, for all the people that lost their lives, man, who are injured now forever. Understand? I just like to use my platform to say this is out of order, man. I'm sticking up for Jew and Gentile here. Understand? This is wrong. I've already said that JC is not anointed according to our 630 commandments. He had a dove rest on his shoulder. He is the Antichrist, yeah, who the Most High sent higher. Oliver Cromwell got rid of the divine right to rule, and they put a public custodian on my throne, the people from the Hanoverian dynasty. We are prisoners of war under Dumdar verses 1452, and the Third Geneva Convention laws are there to protect us, but they're broken on a daily. Look at people: Chris Cabot, Jordan Neely, Sonja Massey, Robert Brooks, Ariana Jones, just 7 years old, shot in the head by police. I'm not going to group all the police together because there are a small group of police here which are complaining about these bad police, which are giving them a bad rep. The police were set up in the 1700s to stop runaway prisoners of war, and not everyone knows that information. Even some of the police don't even know that information. Some people just want to join the police because they want to make a change in society because they're decent people and they want to make a change and they want to try and help people. But some people, a lot of the police, man, they can be racist, man. That's why they target the so-called black man and woman so much. But I have to say that, yeah, because there's a small group of good ones, man. Do you understand? It's just like you can't say, for instance, like if you had a one bad experience with, say a white person, who was racist to you, so for instance, yeah, you can't say everyone else who's white, yeah, is going to be racist now. Do you understand? You can't say that, man. Do you understand? You have to give people a chance, yeah, to prove themselves because not everyone is grouped in the same bracket. Like there's some racist people who are so-called black towards white people and vice versa. Do you understand? But remember, a nation knows no colour line, man. They want to cause division on purpose. But I'm saying, the reason why I'm mentioning the small group of decent police because there was a documentary which showed, in Channel 4, I think it was, Channel 4, which showed the police brutality and that. And there were some police complaining about their colleagues and how they were treating people. Remember, they're meant to be public servants, man. We pay their wages, man. You understand? And like I said before, they're a privately run corporation, okay, set up in the 1700s, okay. But I have to say that, yeah, because there are going to be a small group of decent ones as well, who aren't happy with how things are being run, who don't like how their people have been treated. And if they speak up in their offices, man, they're probably getting flipping told off, man. You understand? Getting ridiculed for speaking up. You understand? That's what they do in society. They want to get away with doing what they want to do, man. Throwing their weight about the bad ones, killing people. hurting people, pulling over kids in the cars, like, you know, like Rodney Hinton's kid, and then flipping killing him in cold blood, like, in sand, knowing that they'll get away with it because this society promotes that, because they're against us. You understand? They use a QV Act 1666, yeah, a straw man within this matrix, man. It's illegal, man. Right. So we're in the last few days of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Just do everything to the best of your ability. We're in captivity. Practice it. Ask for grace and mercy to the living Creator. After that, yeah, we've got the Feast of Fruits coming up. Feast of Fruits, yeah, that was done on April the 6th. Feast of Weeks, Shabbat, 50 days after the first fruits. Okay, that's May the 25th at sundown. All right, people. The ones who took us over, they changed times and laws, and as it states in the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 25. They changed it from the original Hebrew calendar to the Gregorian calendar. There was a few changes, but we're now on the Gregorian calendar, the Luciferian calendar, which is set up against higher, the living Creator. I'll read this quickly. Divina dis bon. This is Latin, so forgive me. I'm dyslexic, autistic, and ADHD. DISPONTETE. Clementia. Pope Julius III create Shimon the 8th. YOH. Johanna sorry, forgive me. SULAQA, the first patriarch of the Chaldean Catholic Church. Okay, that's just some information. It must have been palpable. Anything that stuck out, I just wrote down the titles on these ones here. And then this 1555, July the 14th, cum nimis absurdum, Pope Paul VI places religion and economic restrictions on Jews in the Papal States. Okay, as you can see, this societies that were made weren't made for us, man. I encourage my brothers and sisters to go to the ECHR, European Convention on Human Rights. We are prisoners of war. Like I said before, they broke the Third Geneva Convention laws, and we do have the right here to express our faith and beliefs. So like I said before, this is in my other videos. I find these very contradictory, because they have on one hand the human rights and the Third Geneva Convention laws, yeah, set out to protect prisoners of war. We are classed as prisoners of war because Oliver Cromwell kicked my family out of Scotland. We used to run the kingdom of Alba. Alright, and Oliver Cromwell got rid of the divine right to rule. Okay, but it's very contradictory, because it's on one hand it says you must not be discriminated because of your faith and beliefs. Equality Act 2010, Article 11 protects your right to protest or form your own political party, and you've got protects your right. Article 10 protects your rights to hold your own opinion and express them freely without government interference. But they interfered with me and my ministry. You understand? I don't even take donations, man. I never have done. I never will do. But it's very contradictory, because they have an operation called COINTELPRO, Prevention of a Black Messiah. The very people they're put into perpetual servitude with Dum versus 1452, which is aimed at the Saracen, which is another term for Negro. I've showed you before, we were the true nobles and sovereigns. We had our sovereignty stripped from us, yeah, and if people in the north came over and lord over us, man, understand? Like, so I'm saying it's very contradictory. Go to the ECHR, European Convention on Human Rights. My brothers and sisters in the prison houses, especially, you know how much money they make off your straw man. Okay, they don't address you; they address your straw man. Okay, they're making out that you're dead in at sea. They use the admiralty law within the society, which is very, very fraudulent, man. Just like the birth certificate's fraudulent, man. It's bad. So yeah, contact the ECHR, man. Anybody contact them who's a prisoner of war, man. I'll continue blowing the shofar. You got chauffeurs, you blow chauffeur too, man. Understand? Just flipping bombard them with applications, man. Because it's corrupt as fuck, yeah. We want restitution, the restoring of our lands and estates back to us again, okay? That's what we want. We don't want reparations, yeah. We want restitution, restoring of what's rightfully ours to us, to the rightful owners. Okay. Okay, we're gonna quickly. I've done all that now. I'm forgetting. I want to give a shout out to the people in it, man. Right, let me find the paper. I'll do a little shout out for the people, man. I can't find the paper. The people in the ghettos in America, the people in the favelas in Brazil, people in London, Bromsgrove, Redditch. Yes, I got it, man. Everything Irie. Harlem, Southside, Lower Street, Ninth Ward, sorry, Lower Ninth Ward, Ward, the Fifth Ward, U Street, Big Yourselves Up, Macon GA, Augusta GA, Flint MI, Springfield, Rachina, Favela, Vidigal. I'm not good at the accents, man. Moro de Provincia, Santa Morta, Cantagola, Pavio, Complexo de Almero Favela. Big yourselves up, London, Manchester, Liverpool, Redditch, man. Big yourselves up, Redditch, man. Redditch. Bromsgrove, Worcester. Big yourselves up, Bromsgrove, man. Worcester. Yorkshire, Scotland, man. Scotland, big yourselves up. Ireland, the Chaldees. Big yourselves up in Ireland, man. Canada, Spain, big yourselves up. Portugal, big yourselves up, man. Italy, big yourselves up. Pakistan, big yourselves up, man. India, big yourselves up, man. Russia, big yourselves up. Australia, big yourselves up. New Zealand, big yourselves up. Africa. Big yourselves up, man, in Africa, man. Big yourselves up in Africa, man. Blessings from King David, man, from my brothers and sisters, yeah, in Africa. Best believe, man. You best believe I can play the drums good, man. They're bad at playing the drums, man. You know, if you see the dancing they do as well, man, it's amazing. France, big yourselves up, man. Poland, big yourselves up. Big up the travelling community, man. I love how you live, man. It's amazing. Big up all the special needs people, man. All right. That's all that done now. That's what I wanted to do there. Now we're going to start with the law. Law of the living creator. Yeah, I found this one quite interesting. To imitate his good and upright ways. You should imitate the Most High's ways, man. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 9. Not to put the word of higher to the test. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 16, man. Praise higher for the law, man. The law is perfect, man. It's not done away with. It's forever. Part 2 people coming up.